Guys, hello? I think the show's about to start, like now.
Hello and welcome to Behind the Plastic, a show where toy photographers talk to toy photographers about toy photography. I'm Zach. That's Ben. That's Sully. No Jay tonight again.
Thank goodness.
Whoa.
He's like, I gotta get on camera finally. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. We've been on a string of episodes with one of us missing. So, but that's cool. Love seeing you here, Ben. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm just glad that Simon is not here as well because he really sucks the fun right out of the room.
Ouch!
Just kidding. We love Simon, and thanks for helping us out because he's been filling in for me when I can't fill in. So.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Simon. And Sully, it looks like you're in the Bat Cave.
Yes.
That's
doing
awesome.
Some research.
Oh, okay, good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our guest tonight. Oh man, I've been waiting for this for so long. I can't wait to talk to this dude. One of my favorites out there. Everybody, please welcome Paul Browne.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's such a pleasure to have you here. This has been a long time coming, and I'm glad we finally are able to make it work. Welcome to the show. You know how it goes. 12 minutes. Let's get going. So, like I said, man, you're one of my favorites. I just love your stuff. Something about it. It always grabs me. It always seems so well thought out, so well executed. I could spend the whole time talking about how much I love your work, but we only have 12 minutes. Let's get to know you a little more. Tell us, who is Paul Browne?
So I'm just an average guy, man. I wasn't ready for that question.
Sum yourself up in 2 words.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Nice. Okay, well,
where are you from?
There you go.
Okay, so if I had to claim a place, it's going to be Augusta, Georgia. I lived most of my life there. Other than that, Florida has been my second home, so to speak, and probably where I'm going to call it. Like to stay here for good.
Okay, awesome.
Have you seen any alligators in Florida?
A whole lot, yeah.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah.
I have a hard-hitting question I'm going to ask. How'd you come up with that screen name?
PaulBrowne12. It is so creative. So I never intended on taking pictures ever. And I was just being really lazy, and I was like, I'm just going to go with my name, and I'm going to put 1-2 behind it, and we're going to call it a day. And that is the amazing story behind how I got that name.
Well, it's working for you.
It is working for you. That's right.
Like it was made for you.
Good. I like it.
Okay, so you said you weren't planning on taking toy photos. What do you mean, and how did you get into it?
Okay, so I was actually in Korea in 2020. I was scrolling on TikTok. I came across Jason B. Michael's work, right? And as I'm sure it's done for a lot of us, it inspired me. And I got really interested, so I made an account just so I could kind of look around and see what everybody else was doing. And man, that was it. I just got hooked.
Well, what was your first? Or you already? I'm sorry. Were you already collecting figures, or did you rush out and buy figures so you could do toy photography?
I was not.
What was it?
Yeah, so I was not collecting figures at all. The first 4 that I got were the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I just thought they were unbelievable.
They photograph well too, so
they really do.
Are you talking about the movie Turtles or the Toon Turtles?
Yes.
Movie Turtles?
Movie.
Oh, so good. So good.
They're amazing.
Well, I think we should take a look at your first shot on Instagram. What do you think?
Oh, here we go.
I'm in.
Here we go. I can't believe this is your first shot.
Wow.
It's like you were like, yep,
good.
I'm Paul Browne, and here I am. And come on.
That's awesome.
And that's
is
that the kinetic sand?
It is, yeah.
His first shot, he's already got kinetic sand.
Yeah.
He's putting life underneath the dirt.
I know, it's crazy. Okay, so you had the turtles first, but you shot this zombie cap first.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. I don't even know. I just went with it, and this is what happened.
I'm glad
What
you
is
did.
the
It's so
smoke
cool.
coming out of there? What
Yeah.
is that digital or was that practical smoke?
I'm obsessed with Halloween. That's my fog machine.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looked very convincing. That's I thought it looked like it was practical, but you
Yeah.
never know. I get fooled pretty regularly, so I just
Yeah,
had
I
to
wish I
ask.
was that good with Photoshop now.
Well, you are. Do you use Photoshop?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, so you are good at Photoshop because your
Yes.
editing is insane. So good. I mean, not like these, not always crazy effects or whatever, but just you know what you're doing.
Mhm.
I appreciate that.
Do you have a background in art at all?
No.
This is all just self-taught?
Yeah, kind of just research on my own and just go for it.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. Your shots always have a look to them. I feel like I can always tell, oh, that's a Paul Browne, even before I see the name. Or maybe it's just that you post on Saturdays usually, and I'm always waiting for it. I don't know.
Yes, I do on Saturdays. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But how do you approach your shots? Like, what's your setup like? Do you do, all the lights set up and one shot, or do you do multiple shots with different lights and layer them together? Talk to us about how you get it done.
Okay, so I try to take more than one in a setting, right? I live in a rather small space at the moment, so I have to take pictures in my garage. Everything gets stored and then taken out to set up the shot, and then stored again. So this is why you probably don't see a lot from me, because it takes a lot just to take one picture.
Yeah.
But I usually get the idea in my head. I set everything up. After everything's set up, then I set up the lights while looking through the camera so I can see kind of how it's going to look. And then it's a multi-shot deal. So I take a lot, and then I combine what looks good, and then tweak the lighting and the, whatever in Photoshop, and then just go for it.
Nice.
I hope that answered the question.
It did. It
Yeah,
totally
absolutely.
did. Yeah. That's the way I do it too. And I can't get my shots to look as good as yours. So
Oh man, you're killing it. You're
Yeah,
killing it.
very humble, very humble.
you're gonna have to give me some lessons, Paul, because I love the way your stuff looks. You just have that touch and you have that eye. And also you make your own dios.
I try to make some stuff here and there. Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at another one of your shots, a more recent one.
Yes.
In which there is one of your fantastic
Better be turtles.
dios. Not turtles. Sorry.
Oh, that is amazing.
That is beautiful.
The light coming through the windows. Wow.
This is everything I love about your photography in this shot. So why don't you, before we gush all over it, why don't you tell us about it?
Okay, so I like Pinterest. Pinterest has a lot of things on it that kind of inspire me, or I get inspiration from. And in particular, I saw something with Link in it, kind of fighting a skeleton, and I took it from there. But I knew I wanted to create this dio with the kind of medieval feel. And I've always loved those cathedral-looking windows with the light pouring through. I don't know. I love the light, like the God rays or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And you caught that practically, or did you kind of enhance it?
This is all practical. I did none of that with Photoshop.
That looks so good.
Yeah. I used about a half a can of atmosphere aerosol to get it, but
yeah. Okay.
But it happened. Yeah. And then in post, I added the flames and the candles and the green on the skeleton's eyes, and that's really about it.
Just little touches. Everything else is in camera. That is mind blowing, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then there were stands holding him up that you removed.
There were stands.
Okay.
So the skeleton is actually standing there on his own, but Link is definitely, he had like a lot of stuff helping him out.
So
yeah.
You made this whole dio, and especially I think the thing that gets me most is the windows and how intricate they are. You made those all by hand?
Yes, I made those
That's
all by
amazing.
hand. So the only thing I did not make, the windows, right, I ordered online, but putting them in there in the recess, I used some putty to smooth it out. I had to sand everything down to make it nice and smooth. I made the chest I made
You made the chest.
Wow.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
that was I thought that was an accessory or something. That's
No, I
Awesome.
made all that. I'm a very cheap guy. I don't like to buy things if I can make them.
wow.
I
It
hear you.
really
I'm there
pays
too. I'm there
off.
too.
My
Very
goodness.
impressive.
So did you make this dio particularly for this shot?
Exactly for this, yes.
Wow.
And then
I
do you
have-
think when you're making diodes, you're like, can I do it modular so I can use it for other things? You know, you're not making it for one specific shot. Like, yeah, I can use this for X, Y, and Z shots.
Okay, so I try my best. I try my best to make that happen, but I don't know. Sometimes I just can't think that far ahead. But I can. This one does break down. So the wall with the windows breaks away. The door comes out. That wall that the door is on also separates.
I was going to ask about the door.
Okay.
If the door actually was functional, or if you could move
Yep.
it, you know, just have it be an archway. Very cool.
It's all functional. I'm actually building a stairway right now to go behind the door for when it's open.
Ooh,
That's gonna be
yes.
awesome.
That'll
And
be very
then the floor, the floor detaches and everything. So
Man,
Oh,
you,
so it's very modular.
you
Yes.
could make a living in making diodes for people. I would certainly sign up to buy one.
Heck
well, I
yeah.
appreciate it, man. I
Phenomenal.
appreciate it.
And then the toy photography on top of it. I mean, it's the whole package, man. You just got it. You got it.
Thank you, dude.
You know what time it is, though? It's time for this or that.
Oh God. All right.
I have to do it too.
Thank you. Okay, Paul. Spider-Man or Wolverine?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go Wolverine. I like Wolverine.
I'm going to go Nintendo. You going Mario or Link?
Mario.
Wow,
have to.
surprising.
Yeah,
Okay.
I grew up playing
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers. So it's got to be Mario all day.
My first question was Wolverine or Deadpool.
Go for it.
Oh man, you're killing me. I'm still gonna have to go Wolverine.
All right.
Still gotta go Wolverine.
Okay, would you rather face a hostile alien invasion or a zombie apocalypse?
Zombie apocalypse.
I think that's the right choice.
It'd be way more fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Crust or no crust?
Definitely crust.
Okay. Good man. Good man.
That's where all the flavors at.
I knew I liked you.
Where'd it go? I had it right there. All right. I was going to say, would you... Can't find it, so I'm going to say, where'd it go?
Oh, man.
Oh, would you rather be a social butterfly or a fly on the wall?
Fly on the wall.
Who wins a fight between Doc Ock and General Grievous?
General Grievous.
Probably.
Yeah, I got to give it to him.
Are you the life of the party or are you stuck to the wall?
Okay, so when I was younger, life of the party. I'm getting way too old, so I have faded into the shadows.
All right, Ghost Rider or the Punisher?
Punisher.
Would you rather get kicked by Van Damme or punched by Vin Diesel?
Oh dear God. Okay.
3 seconds.
Watch Van Damme.
Van Damme,
right.
kicked by Van Damme. Thanks for coming on, Paul.
Yo, welcome to the hot seat. Special guest Gomez, y'all. It's so exciting. The right lighting can make your dial pop. It's a numbers game. Learn your angles and just watch. 12 minutes to go. This or that. Mesco Turtles or them Superman packs. Live on stream, you can catch these kids giving y'all the best toy shots.